What's up, y'all, and welcome to Big Time Cooking with NG, where I share my recipes with you so you in turn can share with your family and friends. Today we're making pineapple upside down cake. Let's stop chatting and let's get to baking. So, we're gonna make a pineapple upside down cake. It's a very simple cake to make. Well, first of all, it's a very delicious cake to make. We have brown sugar for the topping, pineapples, cherries, butter, need I say more? And then we still add a nice moist cake to the batter, to the pan. We add a nice moist cake that just makes this whole cake just come alive real nice and real simple. So it's a simple recipe. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab one stick of butter. And of course, one stick of butter is actually what? 1/2 cup. So I'm going in 1 stick of butter. And we're gonna melt that down with 1 cup of brown sugar. Let me get this out of the way. Always clean your hands. Yeah, so get that brown sugar in there. And we just gonna mix it up. You see what I'm talking about when I mean this looks like heaven already? So this is our topping for our pineapple upside down cake. So we're gonna melt this down, make sure all the butter and sugar is incorporated. And then it's gonna go into my 10-inch baking pan. No need to spray the baking pan yet because all this butter is gonna be real nice and it's gonna make the pan non-stick. So what I'm doing here, I'm just incorporating the butter with the sugar. Just mixing it up as the butter melts. And like I said before, it's a simple cake to make. And you're gonna impress all your friends. Your friends are gonna be like, wow, I can't believe you made this. And you're gonna say, yep, this is a good cake. Real nice, tasty cake. I was gonna say this is a badass cake. Should I say that on YouTube? Maybe I should. So once we mix all of this down, we're looking good. Just try and get rid of all the butter specks. Yeah. Now help me remember, what did we put in here? We put in 1 stick of butter, 1/2 cup of butter, and we put in 1 cup of brown sugar. 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar. Mix that up. Good. Let me turn off the heat here. Mix in some of that butter that tried to escape. No one escapes. Everyone goes in. Good. All right. And brown sugar mixer goes into my 10-inch cake pan. Take your pan, just swirl it around to make sure everything is nice and level. In comes our pineapples and our cherries. Brown sugar mixture, 10-inch pan. Now we're gonna add our pineapples. You see what I did though? Before we started, I drained the pineapples and I'm using pineapples that's in its own juice. So I'm using canned pineapples in its own juice. Don't ever use canned pineapples in heavy syrup. Use it in its natural juices because those same juices we're gonna reserve it to put into the cake. So I have my pineapples here. I put them on a paper towel just to make sure that I drain off any excess liquid. And now we add it to our brown sugar mixture. So you just put it in, press it down. And there's the second one. And I just like to start from the end and I go all the way around. Next, I go with my cherries. I'm gonna stick 1 in each hole of the pineapple. And like that, we're looking good. I like it. Just like that, our brown sugar mixture is together. Let me get rid of this paper towel, this sheet pan, and we are ready to mix up our batter. So actually, before we start the batter, let's do the dry ingredients. I know I said we're gonna start the batter, but dry ingredients first. So dry ingredients come up. I have 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm gonna go in with 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a half a teaspoon of salt. Give it a sift. It's that simple. So just sift it down. Sometimes you might get some clumps, just help it out. Everybody's in. Boom. So let's say it one more time. 1.5 cups of flour is in here. AP flour, all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Put this on the side. I got 1 cup of sugar in the bowl. I have 1 cup of butter in the bowl, which is 2 sticks of butter. We're gonna mix this up for 6 minutes. And as usual, what's the objective? We try and incorporate air, as much air as possible into the mixture. You take this to a function, especially if you like not a person who really takes stuff to a function. Like, you know, you're not really known for bringing the baked goods. Maybe you're known for the barbecue chicken or the ribs. Change up on them and walk in with this cake and say, hey guys, I made this wonderful pineapple upside down cake. And everybody gonna be like, what? I didn't know you know how to bake. You know how to bake? And yeah, of course you'd be like, yeah, of course I know how to bake. I watch Big Time Cooking with NG. Man teach me how to do pineapple upside down cake. So we have just creamed our butter and sugar. And now we're gonna add 3 eggs. I didn't say this before, but at the beginning, before you start the recipe, you need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So again, we creamed our mixture. There's a lot of air in here now. That's why it looks so nice and light and fluffy. So we're gonna add 1 egg at a time. As we add 1 egg, we let it mix in. Once the egg is incorporated and most of the yellow has disappeared, then we add the 2nd egg and so forth and so forth. So crank up again. Let's add our first egg. Most of the yellow is gone. 2nd egg. Last egg. 3rd egg going in. One teaspoon vanilla. And we have 1/4 cup Crusian rum. And the Crusian rum is not gonna rum up the cake. It's not gonna make it taste rummy. But what it is going to do is going to make all the other flavors come alive. And you're gonna have a party in your mouth, trust me. So 1/4 cup Crusian rum goes in. So slowly mix it in. There's my flour. You remember what the flour is? 1.5 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Let me get this out of the way. So in goes the flour. Put this on the side. I'll put it to wash. Turn your mixer on low. You do not want flour all over your kitchen. Slowly mix it in. Okay. While most of the flour is incorporated, the pineapple juice from the can, we have 1/2 cup of pineapple juice, goes in. Yeah, you're done. So that is finished. So there's my batter. Just mix this around. Fold it a little bit. And you don't want, when you come down to the final stages of mixing your batter, do not go over like 20 seconds. You just want to make sure everything is mixing nice. And it looks nice and velvetly. Looks nice and velvet like this. Keep your kitchen clean. Get out of the way. Okay, so last step. What I like to do is spray the sides of my cake pan to ensure that nothing sticks. So, light spray. Good. Put it on the side. Why don't you just put it back? Not a pro tip. Put stuff back when you finish with it. Okay. So again, look at the batter, nice and velvet, smooth, into our cake tin. Just cover those pineapples. And get every drip and drop of your cake batter. Just take it, smooth it around a little bit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is looking good. This is looking real good. All right. Sorry, no one is left behind. Let's scrape up everything. If you have any kids in the house, I always give them a little spoon to lick. It's like the coolest thing to do. Give your kids a little taste of the batter. All right, so there's our cake. We got our brown sugar mixture, our maraschino cherries, our pineapples. We mixed up our batter. We put it inside our cake tin. We preheated our oven to 350 degrees, and it's going in the oven for 1 hour, 60 minutes. I will see you in 1 hour. It's about an hour. Our cake has just come out of the oven. So what we're going to do immediately is we're going to flip this cake. So I grab my serving dish or a plate, whatever you can use to serve it on. One mitten for the bottom because it's hot, very hot. Hold it. Hold it nice and firm and flip. There we go. Good. So now we're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes, then we're gonna lift it up, and then we should have a nice, beautiful pineapple cake. So I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. And now we're gonna lift this pan up. So after 5 minutes, let's see what we got. So here we go, up, should release nice and freely, and boom, there's a pineapple upside down cake. Now is a good time for everybody to take pictures. So look at the cake. I mean, the cake looked nice. You see the cherries nicely with the pineapples. Look how the brown sugar kind of add a little brown caramelization to the pineapples. The brown sugar, the crust, the actual cake. I mean, again, you take this to any event, you'll become the star real quick. So let's get a cut. Now, we should let this cool for about 30 minutes, but we're not gonna wait. Let's cut this now and see what this tastes like. I don't wanna wait. I wanna taste it right now. So I'm just gonna cut a little small wedge. See what this tastes like. That looks good, doesn't it? Look at that. Put it on your plate. That looks real good. And let's take a taste. Let's see what this tastes like. I'm going in. She's hot. Can you see a party inside your mouth? This tastes great. Pineapple flavor throughout the cake. The pineapple rum just enhances everything. You have to add that pineapple rum. Let's get another slice with the pineapple. And I want to get a slice with that cherry. It's super hot, but we don't care, we're going in. So, make this, whatever event you have or just for yourself at home, it's a nice dish to have. It's a nice dish to share with folks and friends. It's simple, quick to make, easy to make. And as always, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for hitting the notification bell. And I will see you next time for another video. Big Time Cooking with NG. Enjoy as I enjoy my pineapple upside down cake. See you till next time.